I apologize sincerely for the delay in bringing you this video. Life had gotten the best of me. Cosplay creating also got the best of me. What's good? How you doing? It is your girl D, and we are back with the follow-up video to my first 4 things that you should do when you get your new Galaxy Note 9. So this is the full, in-depth, I've had this phone for almost 3 months review of our lovely Galaxy Note 9. So get your jammies, get your blankets, get your snacks. This is gonna be a long-ass video, okay? It's 2:49 in the morning at the time that I filmed this. Like, I don't have to be at work in 6 hours. That's how much I love y'all. Without further ado, we have the bad, the decent, the good. We'll be talking about how this phone compares to the Galaxy Note 8. We'll be talking about a few things that I learned that I didn't know about the Note 9 and actually may have existed for the Note 8 or maybe the S9 series. I don't know. We have our wonderful friends right here. We'll be talking about the AKG headphones too. Like, listen, get curled up. Are you ready? Because here we roll. First up, and I didn't want to do the good, bad, and the ugly this time. With the Note 8, I did do the good, bad, and the ugly. This, we want to do the bad, the decent, and the good, because there's more good about this particular device that outweighs any negativity that could come for it. Now, first on my list this time, which I believe might have been first on the Note 8 review, in regards of what's bad, Bixby. Okay, good, it didn't listen, because she sure the fuck been nosy. The voice control is not necessarily the best. It's very interesting because in some of the other videos that I just finished filming, I said something that sounded similar to the catchphrase, and Bixby perked up like, hey, I didn't quite catch that. Why don't we just start over fresh? And I'm like, bitch, I'm not talking to you. I'm over here clearly talking about this daggone wig that I'm wearing. I am not talking to you. I don't know where you got confused at. But one of the things that I also noticed in regards of the voice command and wake up is that for kicks and giggles, we had a test. I was hanging out with my karate friends and family, and recently my dad had a senior moment and forgot what the hell his phone number was. And I'm just like, Daddy, which is fine. Okay, you know, I get it, because you call people. You don't necessarily have people call you on a regular basis. But what he did was he actually texted me and said, what's my phone number? And I'm just like, Daddy, how you gonna text me from the phone that you need the number too? But, so my ignorant ass, I tell him, okay, this is your phone number, but for future reference, you can go into settings and scroll down to where it says about phone, and that's where it is. And I was telling this story to others, and they all sympathize with my father. Like, hey, sometimes you forget. Sometimes when you switch devices, sometimes when you switch carriers or whatever, well, you may not know. So of course he's gonna know, he knows your number, so he gonna ask you. Okay, all right, understood. And someone said, what was it? So someone joked, I'm gonna ask Siri what my phone number is. Siri didn't know. Siri didn't respond. Like, I didn't quite catch that. So then I said, hey Google, what's my phone number? Just, you know, because I feel like I should reign supreme and win the conversation. And Google's smart ass told me to go to the settings and where to find my phone number. Like, okay, Google, what's my phone number?
You can find your phone number in settings. Tap open settings below. Tap system, then about phone.
Okay, all right. Also, another thing is, but Bixby knew my phone number at least. Hi Bixby. What's my phone number? Hi Bixby, what's my phone number? But she pulled me up though. Like, Bixby found me. So that was one thing that she at least understood. Whereas my dad, I also want to communicate with him because I have people in my phone saved under their pet names and things of that nature. So my dad is just daddy. So I'll be like, hey Bixby, text daddy.
Who would you like to send this message to?
Daddy.
What would you like the message to say?
Oh. Before, she did not catch that. Bixby must be trying to show out after this update, but we'll talk about that Bixby update a little bit later. Usually with Google, I'm like, hey, okay Google, text daddy.
Who is your daddy?
Daddy exclamation point.
Remember daddy as your daddy?
Yes.
Mobile or other?
Mobile.
What's the message?
So now that I'm filming the damn video, you motherfuckers want to get shit right? One of the things in regards of the voice command with Bixby is that Bixby is not as contextual as Google is. I could ask Bixby how old President Barack Obama is, and Bixby's like, let me do a web search. Whereas I could ask Google how old President Barack Obama is, and Google's like, boom, here's his age. And then I could say, okay, and then ask Google how old is his wife, and then Google's like, I mean, she's this old and she's a snack. Whereas I asked Bixby, and Bixby's like, I need to do a web search. You know. So there's that. And that's why I say that's bad, because with as much improvement and time that Samsung has had, I need the voice command for their virtual assistant to have more context and understand contextual conversation and be able to get shit right instead of directing me to a web search. Another thing that's bad, and understand when I say this, it's not because I am ungrateful for what I have, but the free gifts. It was the AKG headphones or a credit to Fortnite. I am one of the very few people on this planet who has never heard of Fortnite and never played it and never would play it. Like, it sounds fun for the kids and shit, but I'm not about that life. Like, give me Mario, Super Mario, or the DS, or Pokemon Go, or something like that. As for this Fortnite, nah, fam. I get that, of course, you know, the things that I'm interested in, there are some people who have never heard of it, whatever. But still, I honestly, the fact that Samsung wanted to partner with this company and then impose a potential choice of investing with this company, because I guess it's what, free to start, and then eventually you gotta buy shit. So nah, I would have preferred you give me $150 credit towards a gear or something like that. And I understand that Samsung was about to drop another Gear watch, as it was anyways, to where they wanted, I'm sure they wanted to maximize whatever profits they could. That's why they didn't offer a Gear this time around, and that's why they didn't offer a discount towards a Gear. But I personally would have found much more satisfaction in investing in a Gear, so that way I can go ahead and flex my new watch, which is currently charging because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But I could have flexed my new watch in conjunction with my new phone and have all of the major hotness and everything like that. And so, to me, that's where I would label that as something bad. The usual discount to the Samsung store upon registration of your new Samsung device. Where did that go? Like, do you remember with the Note 3, the Note 2, the Note 3, the Note 4, the Note 5, the Note Edge, the Note 7, any other note where you, as soon as you put your Samsung account on that mug, ping, email, here's a 30% discount to the Samsung store. Yo, that little discount was so clutch in getting those fun little cover cases that you would go ahead and pop on and pop back onto the phone or whatever. Or if you wanted to get a wireless charging pad, anything that was actually, you know, original manufactured items direct from the actual source, that little discount was clutch. Where the fuck did that go? Samsung. Samsung. Like, if I don't want to get a case from Amazon, I actually want to invest in something that's fancy schmancy or whatever, because y'all jack up the prices too motherfucking high to where I can only afford it with a discount as it is anyways. Where the fuck is that discount, Samsung? Little bitch. And then another thing that is, and I don't say this because I'm not grateful for what I have, but the color selection and the availability of that color selection. If I am investing $1,000 in your device that you provide, why can't I get all the colors? Why can't I have my selection? Why do I have to be regulated to the Thanos purple or the electric blue and shit like that? Why can't I get that black on black? Maybachs on backs on backs on backs on backs. Why can't I get the black? You know, why can't I get that nice, you know, Silver Surfer chrome and everything like that? Why is it that we here in the States were only regulated down to 2 color selections? Like, you know, Thanos got all of the Infinity Stones. Why we only got 2? Especially for this phone being $1,000 motherfucking dollars. And that's just for the base version. Like, if you're really honest and truthfully want to go ahead and have all of the gigabyte space and everything on, like, what are you going to do with the phone that has half a terabyte of storage? What could you possibly do? Sorry, those weird glitches. Well, actually, now that you mention it, if you're using your phone with the DeX and video recording or pictures, then you could fill up that storage pretty fast, especially with the gaming and things like that. So I can understand that, but even still, 128 gigs on deck, that's plenty. That really is, especially with expandable storage as it is anyways. I think I have a, do I have a 400 gigabyte memory card up in here? Anyways, be that as it may, I still feel that as a consumer who has been dedicatedly loyal to Samsung through thick and thin, that I should get my choice of all of the available color options, not just the 2 that you decided to go ahead and stick to the States. That's all I'm saying. And then the last thing on my bad list, where the fuck is Android Pie? Where is it? I need that shit. Like, I want the new hotness immediately. And of course I know, especially being a Verizon consumer, that we're going to be one of the last ones to get the actual Android update in like real time. I understand that, and I know that it won't happen, but I wish that the shit would. This is a $1,000 device. This costs more than my laptop. This is multiple car payments in one single setting. I deserve Android Pie. Like, just like we can have our cake and eat it too, just like Android and Google has been through every single iteration of something sweet as it is. From donut, eclair, froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream, jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop. What the fuck was M? Marshmallow? Was M marshmallow? Okay, Google. What version was Android M?
According to Wikipedia,
It was.
Android 6.0 Marshmallow is the 6th major version of the Android operating system and the 13th version of Android.
Okay, cool. Okay, after marshmallow was nougat. After nougat was Oreo, which is where we are now. So where the fuck is pie? Just saying. Now, that's all on my bad list. 16 minutes down. The decent list, pretty short. Things that I found to be decent, whereas this ain't enough to make me happy about the phone, but it ain't on the bad list. So the fingerprint scanner location. This is just my personal preference. I am glad that it is more towards the center. With the Pixel XL, which is the first pure vanilla Android phone that I had, it was just a straight up right here in the center, and once you become adjusted to it, it's second nature. So I love having it back in the center again rather than here off to the side where I'm smudging the flash and everything and potentially hindering my pictures and things of that nature. So it is a big improvement from the Note 8, but if you're first transitioning to this phone, it's going to be an awkward adjustment. I just wish it was just a little bit lower, because with all the real estate that this phone has, this making it right here and here a little bit more natural to me. And then next up, the speaker location. I feel like this phone is too advanced to have a speaker just right here at the bottom. Like, I'm sure that there's some other way, shape, or form, and I know that it does have dual speakers, and we'll get to that in the positive section. But I feel like we could have a better speaker experience than just the bottom one. But we'll touch on speakers later, okay? You know, but other than that, that's all I've got for decent. Like I said, real quick. Now, on to the good shit. You ready for the good shit? Good shit. Good shit. So, the battery life. Bitch. Yes. Here for it. Full day. A full day on a single charge. Even with Pokemon Go. Full day. Like, I'm here for that. The display. I still don't know what the fuck WQHD is. Like, is that a radio station? What? I don't know what it is, but it's magnificent. Okay, cool. This display is beautiful. The dual speakers. Now, I still feel like this speaker here at the bottom, by itself, it ain't shit. With the dual speaker, with the fact that they finally converted the earpiece into a speaker, ho 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 ho. Ooh, y'all wasn't ready. Y'all was not ready. I'm delighted with that. I really, really am. The memory, 128 gigs off jump. Just swish, you will never reach maximum capacity of your onboard storage. Dunk. Cool. I'm here for that. I am here for the RAM and the fact that you can just multitask like a motherfucker on here. And of course, there's a ton of different videos out there that show you how to do the multitasking and how to have your floating windows and the split screen or whatever. Fuck all that. If you ever have had a Note before, you know how to do that shit. And if you don't, I'm not going to tell you. You can find out on your own, homie, okay? This is just a review of the phone itself. Right. A cute little thing that I found that I appreciate because I be forgetting shit. Auto motherfucking restart. You can actually go into your settings and configure your phone to reboot automatically at random booty call hours so that everything is good and refreshed. You wake up like, oh, morning stretch, let me check Instagram. Your phone was restarted. You show the fuck right. Thanks, boo. I appreciate you. So once a week, it'll actually do an auto restart for you. So, you know, if you go 2, 3, 4 days and everything like that and forget to restart, you need to refresh it every now and then. You know, get fresh updates from your apps and things of that nature. So, I really like that. The camera, the selfie modes are badass. And I know that some of them were introduced with the S9 series. I don't fuck with the S series anymore. Like we learned with the S7 Edge and that little rinkety dink ass 32 gigabytes of onboard storage. Fuck that shit. Before that was the Galaxy S5, again with the 32 gigabytes onboard storage. Fuck that shit. Like we don't fuck with the S series. We done with the S series. Like just notes from here on out. So if any of the camera functions that were introduced in the Note 9 were on the S9 or the S9 Plus, don't tell me that shit. It's new to me, okay? All right. I'm happy about that. We also have, what else? The S Pen, the remote functionality. That is just a game killer. Not a game changer. That is a game killer. Like they kill the game with that. The fact that I can go ahead and stand, I orchestrated an entire freaking photo shoot with my damn cell phone and the motherfucking S Pen and a tripod and did pretty damn good for myself, mind you. I really did. I mean, I know that you can get a standalone Bluetooth button to just point and click and point and click and point and click that way, but the actual S Pen and the remote functionality are compatible within multiple apps and other functions of phone. You can use it with Gallery, you can use it with Instagram, you can use it with Snapchat, you can use it with Facebook. Like, it's badass. Like I said, that's not a game changer, that's a game killer. And it's silly to talk about a stylus being a game killer. But son, it is a game killer. It really is. Next up, the freaking AKG earbuds. Son. So these earbuds, let's just go ahead and break open our fun little box here. These earbuds are phenomenal, and I'm still not too terribly familiar with the AKG brand as it is anyways, but I'm thoroughly impressed with the earbuds because the typical ones that came with Samsung phones in the past were still of stellar quality, by all means. Great sound, but they would tear up pretty quick, or the daggone earbud cover. And that's one thing I don't like about the earbuds. The earbud covers, you'd lose them, they'd get wax all in them and everything like that. But no, these from AKG have a, and I still haven't opened them up because I got the actual big headphones over here, but these have a braided cable. So that's already an amazing improvement over the previous earbuds that came out too. So we have the Note 8 box here. You need to let me know in the comment section when I'm about to make myself look dumb, right? Because while the camera died and I'm opening up the packaging for the Note 8, which I haven't looked at since I got the Note 8, and I see the chargers and everything is still in here because I didn't need them because the Note 7 was USB Type-C and I already have earbuds and everything in my purse and stuff like that. Why ain't y'all tell me that the damn AKG earbuds for the Note 8 and the Note 9 were identical? So, well, that nixes that point on being good since they're the exact same motherfuckers, but you know, whatever. Be that as it may. Now, speaking of AKG though, these babies. These are phenomenal. And when they say soundproof, they mean soundproof, sound resistant, sound blocking, sound we don't need that hateration or holleration in this dancery, sound nullifying. These babies, you know, like I look like every single bit of a hipster or somebody's DJ, go DJ, there's my DJ, with these mugs, but they are phenomenal. Excellent quality. When I say like these little spongy ear covering things, when they say sound resistant, soundproof, they is not lying. I am a karate mom to like 80 kids that I see twice a week, every week, and they are some loud little hellions, let me tell you, but I love them with my entire being. And I could not hear them. with as loud as they were. The only thing I could hear them yell was just like a couple kias. And then we call ourselves a squad. So squad! I heard that. But like higher decibels. And a collective of them. So. But, oh man. Now, would I have preferred this over, you know, a credit towards a gear? Probably. You know, like, I like the tangible things. You know, with the Note, what was it, the Note 7 that we had? Which Note did we get damn Gear 360 with? I can't remember. With the damn 360 degree camera. I like that gift. That was a nice gift. That was a cold-blooded little gift. So, tangible shit like that. That's what I want. Not that Fortnite bullshit, but whatever. But, oh man, these are phenomenal. I love these. And AKG, y'all sold. You know, like, I haven't even opened up these little mugs. I may still throw them in my purse because I don't know where my other pair went. But, oh, man. Now, I didn't realize, and this will help further my case of similarities between the Note 8 and the Note 9, because I didn't realize that all these mugs was identical, like straight up. So how does this compare between the Note 8 and the Note 9? Well, let me tell you, this is a motherfucking fantastic ass phone. But even with as fantastic as a phone as this is, it still may not be enough to incite you to move from the Note 8. If you don't have a Note 8 and you're coming from any other Samsung phone that is not this year's flagships, so if you're coming from an S8, S8 Plus, S7 Edge, S7, feel like we're talking about S Club 7, whatever. If you're coming from any other iteration of a Note anything or Samsung anything prior to the Note 8, if you don't have the Note 8, jump on board. But if you have the Note 8, I can say with full-fledged conviction, you do not need this shit. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Even with as ride or die as a Samsung consumer as I am, you don't need this phone. You really don't. The price tag is already as high enough as it is anyways. The features are amazing. But truth be told, if you're not a power user like me, then you don't need the Note 9. If you use your phone just for the day-to-day, hey, I want the ability to multitask, but really I just make phone calls and text here and there, maybe a little bit of internet browsing, you don't need the Note 9. You good. The display on the Note 8 is badass as a motherfucker, squared, but in the Note 9 is better. But again, there's still not enough of an incremental difference between the two to where it's going to make you want to jump from the Note 8 to the Note 9. The battery life is bigger, badder, and better. But if you're not a power user and you can still get a decent amount of screen off time with your Note 8, you don't need the Note 9. There's still a lot of functions between the two phones, and again, I didn't realize how many accessories were still the same damn shit as is anyways. There's still a lot of functions between the two that are similar, that are identical. That's not going to make you bump from the Note 8 to the Note 9, like the hidden folder, side thought folder, side dude folder, cheating extraordinaires, like what my ex needed for the duration of the damn relationship and everything like that. Whole hidden folder with a whole different set of passcodes and social media sets and everything like that. You know, how to be a professional hoe and make sure that the main chick don't see what the side chick had just sent in the DMs or whatever. That still is the same between the Note 8 and the Note 9. Still uses USB Type-C cable. As you can see, I did actually open this up for once because I needed to do the smart switch from the Note 8 to the Note 9. But the accessories are the same. Power bank is the same. The displays are too close between one another. Like maybe a marginal couple millimeters of a difference or anything like that. But otherwise, there's really not enough good about the Note 9 to make you want to leave the Note 8, in my opinion. And that that's hard for me to say because I did it. And I'm very satisfied with my decision. I would not go back. But as for somebody who's teetering on the fence, who might be wanting to gather more information about the Note 9, if you already have the Note 8, you're good. Like, wait till that shit actually breaks down. Wait till there's something that's really dysfunctional with it before you upgrade. You do not need to do this purely for cosmetic or for tangible reasons or anything like that. And then, other than that, like I said, as for it compares to the Note 8, the camera's still badass. The selfie functions and everything, I'm sure like as later versions of Android come along, they may introduce those to the actual camera. It still has dual cameras. It still has the fingerprint scanner. Still has the flash. The selfie camera on there is cool. The selfie camera on this one is a whole lot better, front-facing camera as it is. But there's still just not enough incrementally to want to make you want to leave your Note 8 in the dust and then jump up to the Note 9. Now, as for a couple things that I didn't know, that I came to find out, and this is just purely me sharing with you. I have used a standalone screen recorder for things if I needed to be a creep, if I needed to be a creep, if I needed to rip something for YouTube, or you know, just actually use a screen recorder. One thing that I figured out, and this may help you, you can actually, whatever app it is that you need to use or screen record, whatever it is that you need to screen record, take that core app and go into your game launcher and add that app to the game launcher so that the game launcher thinks that it's a game. And that way you can actually use the built-in screen recorder and also record yourself in your reaction or whatever it is. You can screen record in full HD. And because you also, with it being game launcher, you can actually suppress notifications but still maintain network coverage if you want. Like for my Mystique blogs, the cosplay blogs, I needed internet connection, obviously, in order to go ahead and display the stuff from my Instagram archives. And as long as you don't need to record anything that's super long or in depth, you should be fine. But that's just a tidbit for you. If you need to do any kind of screen recording, you don't want a whole bunch of notifications popping up, but you still need some kind of internet usage. You don't want to throw the shit dedicatedly into airplane mode and then still have the Wi-Fi on. Just use the game launcher functionality and screen recorder. So there's that. Another thing that I didn't know, Bixby does have an update that makes it... We weren't talking to you.
I didn't understand that.
Bitch, I know. Your nosy ass. She has an update. So that way she's less likely to be activated, at least physically. With a lot of the initial Note 9 reviews that came about, everybody was hitting this button on accident and it was bringing up... It was bringing that shit up unexpectedly on accident with every single grab of the phone, because since this is a big phone, even with my big ass hands, I was always activating that shit. But there's actually an update now to where you can go into settings, and then there should be, let's see, you're gonna see if you have an update available once you go into settings and then go into about Bixby. And then once you, bitch, I'm talking about you, ho. Anyways, but there where it says Bixby key, press twice to open Bixby. That mug, I have not opened up Bixby on accident with the button since. Now, as for her nosy ass listening to every motherfucking thing, even though I have it on medium sensitivity, that's a different story. But at least to where you're trying to take a picture or scroll or to take a selfie or something like that, that way you at least won't activate that over and over and over again, because I know that that was a big grievance for a lot of folks. I still don't know of a way where you can reroute and remap that button altogether, because I'd rather that be a selfie button than anything else. I know on the Note 8 it could be deactivated. I like the Bixby experience a little bit better on the Note 8 than I do the Note 9, but I'm still playing around with it here and there. And then another thing that I didn't know, and this may be common knowledge to those who had anything with the S series. Again, I don't fucks with the S series, so I didn't know, so it's new to me. But apparently, you can have a video as your lock screen. Now, I knew that there were live wallpapers that existed, but I mean, like, you can actually take a 15-second video and make that shit your lock screen, so where you can just go ahead, boot up your phone, and then see yourself, I'm cute, or whatever, for 15 seconds on loop, if you really want it. And it's adorable as a motherfucker. However, it does drain your battery, because you're on screen, and even though the multitasking is great, it does kill your battery. I noticed immediately, like, there was at least a 10% difference in performance of what it was that my phone had originally before I set that video as this lock screen, and then afterwards. So I don't use it, but it is cute, it's gimmicky. If you want to show off or anything like that, I think that it is nice. It is a nice little function. And again, it may have been introduced with the S series. I did not know. So don't come for me because I did not know, okay? Now I know, and knowledge is power, and I am sharing to you who may not know. Other than that, overall, the Note 9 is a beast of a phone. Like, just straight Donkey Kong. Ooh, ooh. The Note 9 is sexy. The Note 9 is phenomenal. The Note 9 is remarkable. The Note 9 is on par to be probably the best damn phone of 2018. Like, fuck an iPhone, fuck a Huawei, fuck all that shit. The Note 9 is where it's at. Yes, I'm biased, but yes, I'm being 110% real. I know that there's going to be some Black Friday sales coming up, and if you were kind of waiting on the fence, I hope that you find this video helpful in your decision making as to whether or not you're going to invest in this big of a phone. It is basically $1 grand for 128 gigs, $12.50 for the extra gigabyte storage. The expandable storage, I mean, you can get by with 128 gigs on board with an with the memory card expansion. That all depends upon how you're going to be using the phone. With the DeX and Knox and the other add-ons for the device, I don't have a DeX because I invested in a badass laptop a month before the damn pre-order for this. But ultimately, this is a phenomenal ass phone. It really is. And I can't, you know, like, I can't tell you definitively that you need it unless you're coming from something that's a little bit more antiquated, like maybe the S6 or the S5 series or anything like that. If you're coming from something along that antiquated, then go for it. And you've got the money to spare, you can go ahead and set up for financing or things of that nature. Trade-in credit with Samsung only. Please, 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 please. Please trade in with credit with Samsung only if it's a Samsung device. If it's not a Samsung device that you're trading in to get trade-in credit, then go ahead with your respective carrier. But if you are going to trade in a Samsung device, Samsung will give you the most credit, not your carrier. I promise you. I can't remember if there's a special for double trade-in credit, if it's going to continue through this month or if it's already been done. I know that I saw it featured on Flossie Carter's Note 9 review, because he is an actual official tech influencer, and I know that Samsung had reached out to him, but I can't remember, and I'll double check that in the description box if it's still double trading credit or not. But be that as it may, the holidays are coming, Black Friday's coming, Cyber Monday's coming, Cyber Week is coming. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities to go ahead and get the phone at a decent price rather than the full $1,000, unless you got it like that. And if you got it, flown it, boy, I know you want it. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, so that is it for my Note 9 review. I know it is a long video, but again, I've had the phone for several months now, and I wanted to make sure that I touched on everything to ensure that I was bringing you a good quality, in-depth, detailed video. Sorry for being all over the place with the batteries dying multiple times, but this is the last video that I filmed out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 7th video that I have filmed in a consecutive row. So, sorry for being all over the place with everything. But, be that as it may, I appreciate you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comment section. If you are new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But if you're not here for me, my shenanigans, my opinions, or anything else it is that you don't like, that's fine. There's an X in that corner for you to click, get your life, and get off of my channel. Boy. But if you are here for my shenanigans, you're beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular, and if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. Again, my name is Diana the Great, aka your girl D. This has been the conclusion of the Samsung Note 9 in-depth detailed ass review from a genuine consumer. And I will see you guys soon. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day.